Hey, yo, what is going on? But once again, ladies and gentlemen, bros, women, fanboys, and fangirls, and of course, as always, Otakus and hikikomoris out there, this is the one, the only, of course, Mr. Nintendo Sony Free 2011, aka Manny Wolverine, and of course, you guys are arrested, intros and outros for the channel. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, all that good ish. And today, you can probably just skip the first 4 minutes of this video because it's completely irrelevant what I'm talking about, but I know my boy StonefoxMedia talked about this, and he read it on the Gaming Bolt, aka GameSpot, but I decided not to read it there, IGN, because they're way too mainstream when it comes to video game shit. Video game music industry, or the music industry. The video gaming industry and the video gaming competitive side of gaming as well. So I decided to not cover that type of news. Well, I'm still going to cover it, just not on those sites. I'm going to go on Slashgear.net, and I actually found this on their official Twitter account. If any people don't believe me, I follow them there occasionally. Really, really cool ass peeps. Really big in Atari and Sony, so obviously I'm definitely going to be, more likely, following all this stuff. Do a lot of technology news. It's like, any people remember like drone technology news or iPhones and Android, like smartphone news? I don't really follow those parts of the news that they do. I do follow a couple of their movie reviews. They talked about the Avengers and Ant-Man thing might be coming out soon. That'd be pretty kick-ass if that happens, so I do follow that as well. So I follow a lot of their movie reviews as well. Other than that, and Engadget, I should be following them. I don't know why not. I should give them a follow anyways. Those guys are really, really cool shit too. I always follow my YouTube. I'm surprised they have a Twitter. Anyways, as far as that goes, yeah, out here in Vegas, oh my god, in the freaking damn desert. I would have did this early, but I was still getting out of work like 2 o'clock instead of usually at 3:30 or 4 when I normally get out of work. It ends up being 2 o'clock because I had half the day I got to work today because it was raining like a mother effer. And if any people don't know me, besides insects, I really hate the crap out of insects. Two biggest fears I have in the world, like besides insects, dragonflies, and bees and all that shit, is thunder and lightning. Because I am scared like a motherfucker like that. I'm kind of a pussy will coward when it comes to like Mother Nature forces like that, or tornado shit, or strong high winds. It's a shit that's out of your control. Other than that, I'm doing the video because about an hour ago, it's like about 3 or 3:30, right after I got home. I decided to like wait about almost 2 hours. And it's almost 4:30 now, even though granted it's not going to matter because this video is probably going to go up Friday or Saturday. It's Tuesday right now as I'm recording it. And it's May 1st. And for all, like, no offense to all the Caucasian people out there who are going to be celebrating Cinco de Mayo, be very, very cautious when it's, I think that's Saturday or Sunday. It's on the weekend, so don't drink and drive too hardcore, okay? Or smoke weed as much. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's begin. Oh, one other thing I heard that about 2 days ago, it's completely irrelevant. It is technology news that T-Mobile is taking over Sprint and they're merging both the companies together. That's pretty damn wild. I was an old school Sprint fan back in the mid-late 2000s, about maybe my freshman, sophomore, any of my 4 years of high school I was going to. And then when I got to T-Mobile is when I started going using it in college. So the Sprint's a piece of crap. I'm just saying, just putting it out there. So gladly T-Mobile's taking over. That's pretty damn awesome. All right, without further ado, let's begin. So Atari. We got some more Atari news. Once again, I got credit where credit's due. I was watching on their Twitter account, like I said before. Follow them on there on Twitter if any people don't want to get to know any of their technology or any of their video game news. Slasher.net or Slashgear.net. So it says Atari. I got some old school Atari news for you people, just like I did with SEGA for the past 2 days. And thank you for almost the 50 people that watched my other videos. Shout out to all you guys, man. You guys are amazing as hell. The 30 people that watched my Nintendo news, and then like the 50 plus people that saw my IGN stuff news. Even though it's like them mocking like Xbox One. I'm not an Xbox One fanboy, but I do like a few handful of their games. I'm always going to be a Nintendo Sony fanboy, I'm not going to lie. Anyway, Atari VCS, links to the full video down below. Shout out to StonefoxMedia. I did this first. I was watching his video before I did this. But he read it on GameSpot. I didn't feel like reading it over there. I'm reading on Slashgear. So it says Atari VCS pre-sales open next month. Here's our biggest question. Now we're really getting into the news. Shout out to Eric Bent that made this, that created this article himself. So it says we're inching. Here we go. We're inching ever closer to the release of the Atari VCS. Although Atari has yet to announce, it's probably going to be at E3 when they announce it more than likely again. When they show every little creativity spot, if they're going to give it to them, besides Bethesda, Nintendo, Sony, Microsoft, and of course Steam and all that, or EA. Throughout, I already read that, Atari VCS, though Atari has yet to announce when we can expect the consoles to actually arrive. Today, the company did let us know that we'll be able to pre-order the devices. Last month, Atari promised, sorry there's no face cam either. I was having a lot of issues in my last video when I did that. Let's move on. Atari promised to share a pre-order date at some point in April, and it's meeting that self-imposed deadline today within just hours to spare. This was from last month, aka yesterday, but I still want to read it. Atari revealed today that the pre-orders for VCS is old school, man, will open up on May 30th. You won't be able to pre-order this on the same day when you've pre-ordered the other consoles. Though, as the pre-order campaign for the VCS will be running exclusively through Indiegogo. I haven't heard that in a while. Isn't that like Patreon and PayPal? I don't know. Let's move on. If you think this is a little strange that Atari is turning crowdfunding sales into the new console, you definitely aren't alone there. Assuming that the crowdfunding angle doesn't bother you, then you'll be able to reserve a VCS for yourself for $199, okay, $200. That's not bad. That's a lot cheaper compared to the other consoles out there. Instead of paying like $300, $400, $500 for a console, it's $200. That's a steal right there. That's awesome. Let's continue before I get sidetracked. Atari says that this is an early bird pricing, which suggests that the price of the VCS is going to go up at some point in the future. Oh yeah, and by the way, it was hailing and thundering earlier. That's another reason I didn't want to do a video earlier today. Which suggests that the price will go up in the future. I already read that. Let's go on to the next paragraph. The console itself will be available in two varieties. A collector's edition, in which features a wooden panel and all black Atari VCS Onyx. Talking about the Pokemon there? Which seems to be the standard design for the console. The biggest question is whether or not people are actually going to buy it at the price. After all, even though Atari has shared a few details about this device, there's still a whole lot we don't know about it. We know about the VCS will be built around a custom Radeon branded processor for an AMD. I haven't heard AMD in a while. It's a lot of PC gamers. You guys know what this is. You know, PC Master Race exclusive players. You know what I'm talking about. And that'll be output in the 4K resolution with the support for HDR and 60 frames per second at least in some cases. That's great. They got 60 FPS. Without that 60 FPS, it's going to be very laggy. I'm saying, just putting it out there. Let's continue. In its announcement today, the company says that VCS included the Atari Vault, quote-unquote Atari Vault, which features 100 classic games from Atari's heyday, but that it will also support a, quote, full range of popular modern titles, which will be revealed at a later date. Hold on, I need a drink. I'm starting to get, like, swollen up. I don't know why. Alright. Continuing on where we left off. Here we go. Atari is also positioning this as a streaming box of sorts, so it seems to do a little bit of everything. Atari says it'll be published for a full list of specifications, one of those two, once this pre-sale begins next month. So we'll find out more then. It is also said today that the Atari VCS will be here in spring of 2019. Okay, not too long from now, next year. Not too bad. I thought it was going to be 2021, 2022. No, 2019, okay. Alright, around the time PS5 comes out. I'm going way off track though. Let's move on. We've got another year to wait before this console hits shelves, so stay tuned because there's also plenty left to discover around the curious little project from Atari. So there's all the story timelines right there. Atari becomes new pre-order details. Here's what we know so far. Atari is launching its own cryptocurrency. Huh. I didn't read that news. I'm not sure if that's plastic fake news or if that's real legit news. Who knows? Oh yeah, so follow me on Twitter and all that good stuff. I'm not getting paid for any of that promotion that they're saying. I'm just saying, just putting out there that's pretty kick-ass. Never heard of them. ASUS in North America. Never heard of them. Other than that, overall thoughts, views, opinions, you people got to realize what? It was the mid-late 70s? 1977 or 78 when Atari came out way before Nintendo came to the United States and Canada and all those other places. So hopefully it does really, really well with the bidding sales and all that stuff where they get a lot of advertisement, promotional like sponsorships and partnering agencies when Atari's going to end up hooking up with a lot of these other companies. It's going to be Wi-Fi with Bluetooth headsets. They're going to have to make a lot of other big giant deals if Atari's going to want to rise out the ashes like they did back in the late 70s and even the 80s. And I think once they think the early mid-90s came around, because the only time I got to play Atari was way back when I was like a 90s kid. I was about 6, 7 years old, so it was 1995 or 96. I barely remember playing it. And that was the only time I ever got to play my hands on one, ever. Like the old school Nintendo, before Super Nintendo, way back in those days came out. Sorry, my mouse fell there for a minute. But to be honest with you, I'm still really, I don't know, I'm having my doubts that Atari might not be that good. It might end up being like the Ouya or Ouya, if any people remember that in 2011. I think 2010, 2011 when that came out. And about 2 years later, it died out just like Sega Dreamcast. Only lasted for 2 years in 2000 and 2001. I think 99 and then 2001, it unfortunately died out. And they said Dreamcast 2 is coming out. I already covered that story last week, Monday, so. It is what it is, folks. Place your dice, place your bets, everyone, because some people are probably going to win money and they're going to lose money when it comes to betting to see if the Atari VCS is going to be good or not. And I know StonefoxMedia, when I was watching this video, is going to be a little microchip that's going to be on the edge of this little symbol right here. So it's pretty much going to be like how the Steam Box was. The only difference is the Steam Box isn't as old as Atari. What, Steam came out, what, the late 90s, early 2000s? Of course, I wasn't even a PC gamer. I didn't even know what the hell PC gaming was until like 2009, years later. I think Steam was 2000, 2001, so it's still not as old as Atari. Atari's like the grandfather of old school video gaming consoles, way before the Sony PS1, PS2, PS3, PS4, and of course that future PS5, and way before the old school Xbox, Xbox 360, Xbox One, Xbox One X, Xbox One S, and even before all the Nintendo games, way before the old school Famicom, the Famicom, Super Famicom from Japan, and of course later on will be Nintendo, Super Nintendo, way before, even before the GameCube, the N64, the GameCube, the Wii, the Wii U, and now the Switch. Way before all those consoles, it was this one right here was the granddaddy of them all. So I gotta give respect. I'm not worthy. I'm bowing down to this thing like it's a god because it's the grandfather godfather of old school video games. I'm glad. Hopefully it becomes super successful. And I said hopefully it doesn't die like Sega Dreamcast and the Ouya did, or the Steam Box kind of did too, because that ended up being very unsuccessful. And the PS4 Vita, unfortunately, I'm still doing good in Japan, but not here in the United States or North America or Europe. And I think South America too, which sucks. Or even Canada didn't do that well. The PSP, Playstation Portable, that died out really quick out here because it didn't do too well. So hopefully it doesn't die out like those old consoles and handhelds did. Fingers crossed it does very successfully. Shout out to Eric and Bent. They actually posted this article story right here. I'll leave it in the description box below. I'll leave the link to StonefoxMedia's videos down below. And I'll leave the link to the Twitter account here for Slashgear.net. And that's it. Peace out once again. Ladies and gentlemen, bros, women, fanboys, and fangirls, and of course, as always, Otakus and hikikomoris out there, we'll see you when I see you guys. Good day, have a good night, wherever you are out around the world. Don't drink smoke at the same time. Don't take them reckless. Keep it calm, keep it cool, keep it chill, keep it collective out there. And until then, next time, guys, peace out, ladies, and goodbye. Stay tuned, more videos coming soon. Brand new videos on this channel almost every single day. Stay in the ground, stay healthy, be easy with yourself. Peace out, my sauerkraut. I'm going to get out of here. Stay tuned for more future content on the channel. Stay tuned for more updates. Stay tuned for more future commentary, content, and vlogs on the channel that I do. Stay tuned for more future article session on video gaming stuff, anime, manga news, and of course, as always, Chat and Breeze vlogs, which unfortunately I couldn't do today because it was raining. And of course, as always, ladies and gentlemen, peace out. Stay stay epic, everybody, like my boy Jake James Lucas says. And stay tuned for more future content, vlogs, and videos that I do on this channel. And of course, as always, stay safe. Take it easy, ladies. Goodbye. See you on the flip side. I'm gone. Goodbye. Yeah. Shout out to Atari. Hopefully I do very, very well. They're going to show this off at E3. That'd be kick-ass. Goodbye.